It's the host with the most. Welcome back to March Madness. Doesn't start in March, but March Madness starts now. Why does it start now? Because every game is crucial to picking who wins, who cuts the nets, who goes to the Elite Eight, Sweet 16, Final Four, and who are the champions. My name is Mr. March, last name Madness. Let us take a look at what happened last night. Memphis. I don't know where they went. I don't know. Did they eat a special McDonald's? Did they go for some home cooking? Because they came out and they cooked Alabama. Every time Alabama tried to do their press, no, not going to happen. Catch the ball, outlet pass. That guard was on fire for threes. This is the Memphis team that is scary. If they show up like how they showed up tonight, let's say come January, February, they make it to the championship game, and they hoop like this, ooh, it's a scary team. It's a scary team. They could even go to the Final Four. Minimum Elite Eight, but you never know which Memphis team's going to play. First of all, I'm sorry, subscribe. Second of all, hit the ding. Third of all, this fucking radio keeps on going off, okay? Sorry for cursing. But let's take a look at the AP Top 25. Baylor Bears, they're number one. Impressive win against Villanova. I held Jay Wright's team to 39 points. I think that's the lowest they've ever scored. And not in a half, though. In a game. That's the crazy thing. Who else? Texas Tech finally makes the jump to top 25. LSU is 19th, which, you know, I like what they're doing. You know, they're building momentum for conference play. Kentucky, wow. I guess recruiting isn't everything. Just ask Kentucky. Colorado State, number 23. You remember my non-Power 5 conference team. Colorado State was there. Let's take a look at Arizona State. The Sun Devils slapped Creighton last night. 1-1, though, 58-57. That improves their resume. That hurts Creighton. That hurts their resume. I mean, it completely hurts it. How can you lose to a team like that? But Horn for Wichita State had 12 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Which team is catching stride? Which team is playing correct ball at their... I'm making it rain. I'm sorry. It's not wands, it's saliva. Okay? Please wear your mask when you're watching this, just in case it hits a portal or something. But that's not... Yeah, a portal. How can that happen, though? It can't really happen. I'm just saying. Wichita State, shockers. They are shocking everybody right now. They're playing great basketball. If they keep it up, they can get about 3 or 4 wins. You know, come March. I'm going to give you a mid-major game of the week, okay? Mid-major game of the week. Are you ready? Iona versus Seton Hall. Both teams have won over 8 games. It is going to be tremendous. Let's look at the games this week. Look ahead, we got St. Bonaventures versus Virginia Tech. They need a win bad. We got Villanova, they're back at home versus Creighton. And Villanova, they really, if I was a gambling man, I would put all the money on Villanova because they're coming to make a point. I'm sure they were running suicides and running stairs in practice because that's not the team that I watched in the early non-conference games. Gillespie didn't show up. Slater, they didn't show up at all. Let's look at St. Mary's and San Diego State. Non-conference teams, powerful matchup. Butler versus Purdue. Tennessee versus Memphis. Now, this is how I think the season turns for this game. If Memphis goes down there and they win, okay, maybe they just needed to know how each other played, because if they win against Tennessee, not only I don't want to say they're fully back, but they're looking scary if they put it all together for Penny Hardaway. Gonzaga versus the newly appointed top 25 team, Texas Tech. I'm making it rain. I'm sorry. Texas Tech, it's going to be a great matchup. Texas Tech is always known for playing. Speaking of Texas, okay, wait. Do you guys remember Pittsburgh, their Pittsburgh coach some years ago? Yeah, Pittsburgh Panthers with DeJuan Blair. And they had a guy that had hops. He had hops. But Jamie Dixon has TCU Horned Frogs sitting at 8-1. Crazy. Crazy. That could be coach of the year if they keep it up. I'm telling you. Big 12 might be deep. I said SEC is deep, but Big 12 really might be a deep conference. I'm just saying. Oklahoma State, I don't know where they're at. If you see them, you let me know. UCLA versus UNC. It's a prestige game, but UNC, maybe they're starting to adapt to what Hubert Davis wants to do. UCLA is UCLA. I have them in the Final Four only because returning starters are back, and that's an episodes for the road. We'll break that down. Who else did I miss? Wake Forest. The Demon Deacons. 10-1. Whew. 10-1. The only time I remember Wake Forest being good was a guy that was quiet, and he had a 15-footer that off the backboard, and they had a good guard. His name is Timmy Duncan and Chris Paul. So Wake Forest, it might not only be football that they're turning things around. It might not only be football. So that's that's the end of my channel. Nothing too much. March Madness doesn't start in March. March Madness starts now. Subscribe. Get ready to win come March. That is just it. Get ready to win come March. Okay, you're going to get the best picks, best strategies to make picks. And I'm not going to make all picks. I'm not going to pick all the games. No, but the games here's a little, can I just give you a hint? I want to just give it to you. Please. It's not about the early round points. It's not about the first weekend points. Who gives a shit about those? It's about your Sweet 16, Elite 8, Final 4, championship games. It's not, I'm giving you a tip. I wanted to leave, but something inside me said, you give the viewers a tip. So I'm going to give you a tip. It's not about the weekend. Yeah, you can get a 10 that can beat a 7. Okay, you get like 2 points. I can't really complain because Oral Roberts, I only won my bracket last year by 1 point, and I believe it's because of that Oral Roberts game. That's just it. So, did I say last year? Yes, last year, because I want you to say the same thing. Follow my channel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to wherever you're at. This is March Madness doesn't start in March. March Madness starts now.